Here we go. My name is Julian Garfield and I'm 14 years old. I started driving go-karts when I was 5 years old. At 9 years old, I learned to drive shifter karts, and at 10, my dad taught me to drive a manual transmission car. At 13 and last summer, I started doing the HPDE program with NASA, and this year I did a full season with Spec Miata. I think the biggest difference between cars and karts was that you're really handling a much bigger vehicle, and you have to plan everything way far ahead. You got to plan when you're braking, when you're going to accelerate, because it's all more important. It's a much bigger mass that you're trying to keep moving as fast as possible. You're watching for people's weaknesses and seeing where can I get past this guy. Contrast to what people believe, fitting me in a Miata was not the easiest thing. We had to add extra cage because we had the wrong harness bar. It was at the wrong height. We had to do special stuff to get the seat in the car. I mean, it was pretty crazy. So people think that because I'm small, I'd fit in a Miata easy, but I really don't. It's pretty cool being one of the youngest people out on track, and it's a pretty big difference, especially off the track when I'm talking to people and we all talk about the race together, and I have to look up at everybody. On the track, it really makes no difference. Behind the helmet, you can't tell how old somebody is, and I feel like I can race with them just the same. There's quite a bit of regular maintenance that I end up doing on the car between events. I gotta change a bunch of fluids. Between track days, I check the brakes and make sure that I've got plenty of life in the pads and no cracks in the rotors, just to make sure I'm as safe as possible and the car's gonna run in the best shape it can be when I'm out here. I've experienced a lot this season, just in one season. I've driven on wet tires in the dry, I've driven on dry tires in the wet, we've had transmission problems, clutch problems, and I've gotten to experience all that in one season. Sure, that sounds like a bad thing, but really it's a good thing because I know how to diagnose those kinds of problems and I can really react much quicker to those situations. One thing is for sure, racing's my passion and I'm going to be doing whatever I can to make it happen.